Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to the Fatimiyyah series. Today we are joined by Brother Hassan Naqvi, who is going to help address today's topic. So today we wanted to address another doubt that comes up that, in my opinion, is an act that tarnishes the name of Imam Ali, Amir al-Mu'mineen. The question being, did Imam Ali alayhi salam defend Hazrat Fatima Zahra salamullah alayhi when she was being attacked at the door of her house? How should we respond to this question, Brother Hassan?
Walaikum salam, Brother Umeed. I feel like this question, it really needs to be addressed because we see the opponents of Imam Ali alayhi salam trying to attack his character, and they try to attack his personality by falsely claiming that he did not defend Sayyidah Fatima salamullah alayha. And this false allegation, it becomes their last-ditch efforts to save face when they fail in their attempts to conceal the crimes of the group of Saqifa. But when we look into history for the facts, we see that Imam Ali alayhi salam, he had in fact defended Sayyidah Fatima salamullah alayha. But in order to address this false allegation, we can look into two aspects of the incident. So firstly, let's take a look at what actually took place at that time after some Muslims had barged into the House of Revelation after they had set it on fire. And secondly, let's look at to what extent Imam Ali alayhi salam had gone to defend Sayyidah Fatima salamullah alayha. So in order to set the scenes of the aftermath, our sources tell that Imam Ali alayhi salam, he had immediately rushed to the door to rescue his injured wife Sayyidah Fatima, who was crushed beneath the burning door, and the Imam had asked Fidda to take Sayyidah Fatima inside and secure her while he confronted the attackers. And then Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam, he threw the oppressor to the ground with full force, and he reached to the point of nearly killing him before he restrained himself. And it was at this point he said, "O son of Suhaq, I swear by the one who raised Muhammad as a prophet, if it wasn't for the divine decree and the oath that the Holy Prophet ﷺ had taken from me, you know that you would never be able to enter my house." So if it wasn't for the promise that Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam had made to Rasulullah ﷺ, the oppressor would have been killed right at that moment that day. And this tradition alone, it proves that Imam Ali alayhi salam, he came to the defense of Hazrat Fatima salamullah alayha, and he proportionally retaliated against the attackers. They had the audacity to attack the house of Hazrat Zahra salamullah alayha. Because this aggression was not something that the oppressor and his group just showed up in the heat of the moment with. This was a rather premeditated execution that was diabolically conspired against Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. And there's a narration that's reported by Ali ibn Ibrahim where we find that Rasulullah ﷺ, he has said to one of his wives, "I will tell you a secret. If you divulge it, Allah, His angels, and people will curse you. So-and-so will be able to seize the caliphate in power after me and will be succeeded by your father." And despite the clear warning of Rasulullah ﷺ, she revealed the secret to another wife, who then divulged it to her father, and long story short, the narrator confirms that the two wives conspired with their fathers to poison the Holy Prophet in order to seize power. And despite all the disbelief in Rasulullah, the oppressor was convinced about the inevitability of his prophecies. And he was emboldened with the help of his gang, and he was able to launch the assaults on the house of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. And the oppressor had himself admitted in a letter to Muawiyah that he was certain that Imam Ali, despite his indomitable courage, would not respond to their aggression. And we see that in this scenario, Imam Ali alayhi salam actually had patiently endured this tyrannical humiliation, which resulted in the miscarriage of Hazrat Mohsin and fatally injured Hazrat Zahra salamullah alayha. And it was simply the will of Rasulullah ﷺ that prevented Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam from killing the oppressor on that day, despite confronting him like a ferocious lion. So all those who insist that Imam Ali did not rise to the defense of his wife, they should, in the light of these historical facts, establish that Imam Ali alayhi salam remained patient and acted with forbearance for the sake of Islam, even if it meant sacrificing his unborn son and his beloved wife.